What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we're back here. We got the yak rigged up, we got the crappie sticks, and we're at this little pond. We're gonna be trying to get on some massive crappie today. This is my favorite thing to do every winter, and I don't know if the bite has really picked up yet here or not, but today, that is what we're going after. We're trying to catch some slab crappies. So like I was saying, I have my kayak here and I got a little crappie rod, and we have a couple different baits. We got one on a jig head and we got one on a little underspin, just these little crappie lures. I don't even know what to call them, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be starting with. If they don't work, I'm gonna use some paddle tails. But let's get this kayak in the water and then we'll talk more. Oh. And the rain starts coming. Literally as soon as I get in the water, it starts to rain. But guess what? I am not leaving. Like, you can't make this up. It wasn't even supposed to rain today. But man, it's been a minute since I've been on the home body of water, the home pond in this yak, so we're gonna try to make the best of it. I'm starting off with the underspin that I showed you earlier, and I even have a net today, so I am fully prepared for everything other than this rain. Just gotta love getting soaked right off the bat. I'm actually gonna pull up under one of these trees over here and let this pass over because I don't think the rain is here to stay. My goodness, is it pouring though? Good grief. It's actually coming down. We're gonna come take a little breather right under this tree. Try to stay as dry as I can. And then as soon as it slows down, we're gonna get back out on the water because we need to be out there in the middle. So I'll see you in hopefully like 2 minutes. Well, boys, not the turn we were looking for. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, it is pouring outside right now. It slowed down a little bit, but I literally ran to the bank, or I paddled to the bank, got out, took all my important gear and brought it back to the truck. I'm gonna have to wait this one out. It looks like it's about to clear, but this is not good. I'm gonna try to dry off, get all the cameras dried off, and then whenever it passes over, we're going back down there because my kayak's still down on the side of the pond. I'm not giving up yet. I'll see you in a few minutes. And just like that, the rain is pretty much gone. Look at this. I mean, look at that. It's a beautiful day now. The storm's all over there and it is moving out. If I would have just came to the pond 20 minutes later than I did, I wouldn't have got soaked, wouldn't have got all my gear soaked. But you know what? That's just kind of the guy I am. That's the kind of stuff that happens to me. So I got everything dried off. My bag is soaked and I know my kayak's gonna be absolutely soaked, but let's get the gear, head back down to the kayak. Hopefully it didn't slide back in the pond, and let's get back on the fish. Whew. Fortunately, boys, the kayak didn't move. I literally threw it up on the bank so fast and then ran to my truck, but it is still sitting here. It's absolutely soaked. Look at that crap. That's from like 10 minutes, 20 minutes of rain. It's currently 4:51. Hopefully we can get all set back up and make a cast before 5. Because it gets dark so stinking early now at this time of year. I just want to catch a couple fish before it gets dark. Oh, gosh, it is soaked. I do have this bass rod. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but that's just a backup plan. Here is plan number 1, the old crappie rod. Let's actually talk fishing for a minute. So with crappie, I mean, you can catch them up shallow. You've been known to catch a lot of crappie off of trees and stuff like that, you know, laydowns, brush piles. But at this pond, I really have a lot of success fishing out deep. This pond only gets about 7 or 8 feet deep in the deepest parts, but for this pond, that's a lot deeper than, the shallows where it's only like a foot deep. So a lot of the times these crappie will be hanging out in that super deep water for this pond. You can also see a couple things surfacing. There was one right there. Those are crappie. I don't know if they're just feeding on little bait or what they're doing, but they'll always come up to the top of the water. But a lot of these crappie that aren't coming up to the surface of the water are hanging out around the bottom. I really had the best success just slow rolling something or jigging something right off of the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Obviously, if I see one stir like that, I'm gonna cast at it, but a lot of the times the ones that bite are just the ones that are sitting down there on the bottom. Ooh, that's what you like to see. That is what I like. Ooh, gotta loosen my drag. This this might be a good bass. Or a very good crappie. If this is a crappie, this is a good one. I got my drag loose because the crappie's mouths are so thin, I'd hate to pull it out. Oh, had to break out the net. I'm not really a net guy, but I wanted to use it just because it was sitting in my truck, so I figured why not, you know? That's a solid bass. He ain't real big. He ain't as big as he was pulling, but that's a good start to the day. It's a 1.5 pounds, or I don't know how good the camera does it justice. I don't have my other mount set up. The last time I had my forward-facing mount set up right there, I smacked it with my rod and knocked it in the water. So I'm just running the tripod and the neck mount today, so we're gonna see how that does. There's something, probably a bass. Yeah, another little bass. Kind of figured that might be what I pulled out of here. He's a skinny guy too, but I had to make a couple casts in there before I could go back out to the depths. There he is. Now this general area out here that I'm about to cover is definitely one of the deepest parts of the pond, and it tends to be good for crappie. So if we're gonna catch a crappie, it should be right in here somewhere. Just gotta slow roll this bait, grind it out, and maybe we can get on one. Ooh, that's a crappie. That was the most crappie-ish bite I've ever felt in my life. Felt like I just ran into a sock or a leaf or something. That is a crappie though. That's what we're after. Ooh, that thing is thick, boy. Oh, look at that, he just absolutely munched the crappie jig, the underspin. That's how we start the day off. It's about a 12.5 incher. Cannot be mad about that. So now I just got to keep casting all around that same general area where that one was at. Usually where there's one crappie, there's a lot of them. Maybe the whole school will end up biting today. That is number one though. Yes, next cast. Oh baby, look at the size of that one. Golly. That's a good crappie. Yes, let's go, baby. God, that thing just was flopping around. He couldn't even move, he's so fat. It's another 12.5 inch or maybe 13. Nice one. Just gotta stay on them. That's two back to back, literally. That's my favorite thing about crappie fishing. You find them, then you can just sit here and slow roll your bait and just get murked. 3 casts in a row. Oh, dang it. That was 3 casts in a row. Just gotta let my bait sink. Oh, he knocked it again. Yes, baby. I wish I had an anchor to drop. Ooh. Nothing absolutely huge yet because these crappie get upwards of 15 inches in this pond, but we're just catching 12.5 inches back to back. I could almost argue that time I got bit just then, because I got bit twice on that cast, it was probably by 2 different fish. There's probably that many of them sitting down there that one missed it, then another one came back and got it. 3 casts in a row, are you kidding me, dude? Usually it doesn't get real good till like December and January, but it's November, man, and these crappie are, oh, there was another one. These crappie are active. It's always fun for me finding them because obviously I don't have a fish finder, and then also like they're not coming up to the surface stern here, they're all sitting down on the bottom, so I just have to fan cast around all the depths of the ponds, and then once you find that one, it can get lights out. There he is. They literally just tick it, like it's so soft. You just feel that pressure and then they're on, baby. Yeah, oh man, God. He came up like a stinking whale and then he spit it. All right, maybe the rain was kind of the ticket because they are turned on right now, big time. There's another one. I think I got him. You can't set the hook super hard. Their mouths are so soft. That's a little one. I say little, he's still 12 inches. Still a good crappie. Oh, he ain't done either. He's gonna have to be. Oh, God, that's still a solid fish, man. Got him right there in the top of the mouth, right where you want to. I mean, look at the girth on him. I don't know if the camera does it justice. Guys, I've had days where I've came out to this pond and I've caught like, 40 crappie, like I've absolutely destroyed them. But I was not expecting today to be one of those days at all. My expectations were pretty low. I was expecting to catch 1 or 2 if I'm being honest, but we're just gonna see if we can keep riding it out. We're continuing to bite so far. I mean, I'm literally probably barely making any cuts in this video. The only cuts I'm making is like whenever I stutter or something, which, happens. Oh man, that might be a 13 or 14 incher. Golly, dude. I hope I'm recording on both cameras. What was unfortunately, after watching that footage back, I realized that one of the GoPros was not recording. The tripod camera was completely out. It froze up on me after catching like that second bass. So yeah, I only had one camera rolling, but still caught a lot of fish, so I enjoyed the footage. Yeah, I am. Oh God, look at that thing. Look at that crappie, dude. Yep, that's a good one. Oh, yes, yes. I cannot believe that. I never bring a net and that bait popped off and the net was there for him. I don't know, that's about the same size. I thought he was a little bit bigger. It's probably a 13 incher. So that's right there on the tip of his tail. All the way down to the mouth is right there where my finger's at. And that, my friends, is a 13-inch crappie. Let's get this girl back in the water. I wasn't even sure that that was a 13-incher, so if that one was 13 inches, all these that I've been catching have been 12 and a half, 12 inches. I'm starting to lose count of them already, and I have not been out here for long at all. Gosh, dude. Sat there, measured the fish, didn't cast for a little bit. As soon as I get back in there, I get nailed. Gosh. It's another 13. Might be bigger. Oh my goodness. That's 13 all day. I don't know if you guys like crappie, like watching crappie fishing, or if there's a way I could make it more interesting, but this is just absolutely so fun. At least for me. If you guys want to see like a catch and cook or some kind of challenge for these crappie or live bait fishing, let me know. But as of right now, I would say I'm absolutely dialed. There, look at that. I wasn't even moving it. I just was letting it sink. I think I just hit this at the perfect time, because this has been one of my best crappie days. God. Yep, there it was. I don't know if you saw that, my line ticked. I like to watch my line whenever oh my goodness, he is yanking. Whenever my bait's sinking, I like to watch my line on top of the water. And right there, it just got ticked. Look at him, this fish is stinking pissed off. He's running all over the place. Oh, oh, no. There he is. That's another 13. Easily. Alright guys, thinking 10 minutes later, got my hook unsnagged from the net. That might be the last time I use the net tonight. I've drifted all over the place. Hopefully I can still catch some crappie, man. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna keep catching some more. There's probably one on me already. I've definitely drifted this way. Oh, look at that. You have got to be kidding me. This is one of the best days of crappie fishing, man. Yeah. Look at that. Who else is doing this right now? Ain't nobody out here wearing out the crappie in November. I mean, it's just biggins every time too. That's another 13 incher. Of course, this one wants to flop now that I said I would. You know what? Screw it. You're getting the net, buddy. Yeah. This one is so aggressive. He's just trying to put that hook in the net. That one's got a gut on him. It's another 13. Bait's starting to get messed up. It's about time, my goodness. Next cast. Get the stinking build on these things. That's just ridiculous, dude. Just like that, she's gone. That's gotta be, I mean, that's gotta be close to a dozen. I know I'm not gonna be able to put all these crappie in the video. Look, there's another one. Got him, got him. That one hit it on the fall. That's at least 3 casts in a row, maybe more. I've just had so many pauses. Ah, dang it. That wasn't a bad one either. Like I was saying, I know I can't put all these crappie in the video. If I did, the video would probably just be like 45 minutes long, because we're literally getting bites from the moment we got over here to probably the moment we leave. They're probably still gonna be biting. God, I didn't even really feel that bite. I think it's, maybe not. I thought it was a little one. There he is, he woke up a little bit. Oh, he came off. I tried to horse him in. It's getting to that point where I'm just getting reckless, just throwing fish around. Let's see if there's any over there. I haven't casted over there in a minute. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that, dude. They are everywhere right now. These crappie are stacked on this side of the pond, and I mean, it's absurd. That one hit it on the fall, as if you couldn't tell. Oh my gosh, that was sick. That was sick too. This one's getting the net. Oh my goodness, dude. And once again, I get my bait hung in the net. That'll just piss you off. God, look at the build on that one. Look at the shoulders on him. See ya, girl. There he is. I went a cast without a bite. It was weird. About time I got bit again. Soaking me. Got so much water still sitting in my kayak that fish are just sitting here splashing around in it. You'd think there'd be some dinks mixed in here, but I guess since there's just such a high population of bass in this pond, the only crappie that make it are the big ones. Well, boys, it's been 3 casts without a bite. This is the longest I've been since I caught that first crappie. I have not been 3 casts without a bite yet. If I don't get bit here, that'll be 4 in a row. I haven't been casting back in the actual juice spot. I've been kind of casting all around on this side here, and maybe that's why I haven't gotten bit, but it's getting dark anyways. We're about to have to call it in a minute. Let's get back to the honey hole. Yeah, there ought to be one sitting over there. Yep, that's where they're at. I guess there's some kind of that way, but this whole stretch is where they're at. Because that was instant. Ah. Nice. All right, we're gonna try to catch one more, then we're calling it a day because it's pretty dark. See if we can do it right here. Come on, just get in the kayak, man. I need you so I can go home and eat supper. Oh my gosh, why does it feel like a stinking ton of bricks? What do I have? And why is he not coming up? Oh, what the heck? What is this? It's losing my drag. I don't want to lose whatever this is. He won't come up, dude. I can't pull him. Oh, that's why it's a good bass. I'm gonna net him. Yo, I knew that was a little bit different. It's because it's a nice bass. Ow, his fins are sharp. Look at that, he crushed that bait. Ah, man, he's skinny. All these bass are looking skinny. Not what you like to see, but that's still a 2-pounder. I genuinely think these crappie are hurting the bass population. I mean, there's so many and they're so big. I don't know, it's not my pond to manage, but anyways, we're calling it a day with that one. Well, boys, we had an absolutely ridiculous day on the water. Caught who knows how many crappie, probably over 20. I had to cut out so many just because the video would have been like an hour straight. But yeah, if you like this video, let me know by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Warm weather is coming soon. I'm excited for it. But other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video.